It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll see the Cowboys Offensive Player of the Year. On the doorstep of another milestone in a great season, approaching 1,200 yards. It's the Cowboys and the Lions on Sunday night primetime.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one. They know coming in, they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go option to the short side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Excellent job. I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And able to get this one across the 35 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man. Complete. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at the big man rumble. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they look to cash in. Excellent field position. 4-yard line, 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And they have secured that spot in the playoffs, clinching the NFC North Division, in fact. So for the moment, they would be hosting a wild card game in round 1.
And I think it is cause for celebration. Let's not get hung up on the fact that only one team now gets a bye in the first round. Win your division, get to the playoffs, celebrate that, and by the way, they are guaranteed a home game. That's a good way to start the playoffs.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now a timeout here, an injured player, and that's Jalen Waddle, who seems to be in some discomfort. Boy, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Rodriguez, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Lions at 11-5 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah, two tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On second down, it's Rodriguez. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Davidson. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Rodriguez. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to air one out, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Catch made there by Derby, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they pushed the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January.
Yeah, and that oil can set fire to their season, can't it?
Look at that.
See what I did there? But here's the thing that we've both seen in the NFL. Teams down the stretch playing really well. Sometimes it doesn't carry over into the playoffs. Sometimes teams that aren't playing well now, if they have good leadership in the head coaching spot and the coaching staff and within the locker room, they can find a way to turn it around. But no one wants to be on a losing streak as they head into the playoffs. They go with the empty set there, 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion calls defensively, and it turns into a big play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they've peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Rodriguez. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.